Today just seemed like a good day to take out a clean piece of paper and go through the paper, a clean sheet of paper. I must be a boomer. Okay, today seemed like a good day to take out a clean text page and start typing into the text page the entire set of expectations around Tesla and the impact that that's going to have on sales and earnings and stock prices. I don't know. It seemed like a good day to do that because, well, we just got the numbers, the other day in terms of product sales. And so we have a kind of the worst ever auto sales numbers. They're never going to be lower than this again in history. So it's kind of a base to build on. We also had the base case for energy. Those are going to be the lowest numbers ever in history. You're never going to see numbers that low again forever when it comes to megapacks. It's only going to go up from here. We also have 2 weeks of Robotaxi and no incidents. This is just going to keep getting better and better. Also, Robotaxis are as bad as they're ever going to be. They're just going to get better and better and better. FSD in general, just the whole concept of FSD is also the worst it's ever going to be. And I'm driving mine around, you're driving yours around. We both know it's outstanding now. We are also getting very, very close to unsupervised. That's going to be very important. The big budget, biggest, beautiful budget, it passed. And so we have the impacts from that for the economy and the BEV tax breaks to consider. That was another reason why I thought today would be a good day to talk about the future of Tesla in the third and fourth quarters. And the Model Q did not come out, but the annual update did, and it reconfirmed that the affordable models are coming. So those are some of the reasons why I thought, okay, today would be the day to kind of take a fresh look. Let me start here with I'm stealing this from something that Nicholas Gibbs has been saying. And he says the next very, very big deal is going to be the second quarter earnings call here coming, I think, on the 23rd. This will be, he thinks, I agree with him, this will be an all-time call in terms of the enthusiasm and setting expectations. This is going to be better. What was it last year, second quarter? It's going to be better than that. It's going to be better than the very best one that we've ever seen. And it's going to be extremely exciting. You say, we're getting very, very near to 2026. And you know that I was the first. I promise you, I was the first to start talking about 2026 will be the year when everything came together. Go back and look. I think it was in April of 2023 that I first began to talk about 2026. Might have even been earlier, but it wasn't much later than April of 2023 that I did my first show on 2026, because I could see that all roads were leading to 2026 and everything that Tesla was working on now was going to all come together in that year. It's also that I also have been saying for a very, very long time, it would be the second half of 2025 when the investing community would begin to realize what was going to happen in 2026. If you watch this channel often, I'm sure you've heard me say that a dozen or more times. Second half of 2025 is when it starts to become obvious. And so then the stock begins to pop because it becomes obvious what's coming. Well, the third quarter will be a record in the US because it'll be a record number of unit sales, the record number of deliveries by a lot, and a record number of deployments by a lot. Because you see, first of all, we got the $7,500 tax credit will expire on September 30th. That means there's going to be a rush to purchase Tesla vehicles between now and September 30th. And now that's only going to impact the United States, but we're already seeing a very good curve with regard to China. I'm not worried at all. I think China sales numbers will be excellent in the third quarter. Europe is a little hard to tell, but man, the spotty numbers are really, really good. United Kingdom and Norway and Spain and Portugal and Turkey, are all doing extremely well. So I'm thinking that maybe by the third quarter, as we start to get more and more numbers, we're going to see that it's only really Germany that's going to be way, way behind. Now, it still doesn't mean it's going to be up a lot from last year, but maybe we can get back to last year's numbers in Europe. That would be good. Now, one WAG pointed out that maybe the problem in Germany is that all the German automakers are failing and failing badly, and they have every reason to do whatever they can in Germany to fight tooth and nail in order to hold on to their home markets. By the way, speaking of home markets, Japan is the other place where there's major sales, right? Major home market advantage. And Tesla is now the best-selling BEV and sales increasing in Japan. Another place that has a very, very strong home automotive market, of course, is South Korea. And the numbers in South Korea are going crazy. I don't know. Seems like we're doing pretty well every place but Germany. As Robotaxi gets better and better, adding cars, opening up new territory, and then reducing guardrails like the safety rider and the number of remote oversight people that are back in the headquarters. There's one of these days, there's going to come that chat GPT moment. Now, no guarantees that happens in the third quarter, but I have to think by the end of the year, there's going to be a day, there's going to be a week when eyes will be opened. People will all of a sudden, all at once, like they did with ChatGPT, they'll go, oh my gosh, and the FOMO will begin to take hold. During the third quarter, Tesla should reduce the nag on FSD. Elon has promised this. And then at some point, they're going to drop FSD 13.4 or 14, whatever they're going to call it. And we've already seen what a huge improvement in ride quality that's going to bring, just based on the videos of the robotaxis and the commentators that have been riding in those robotaxis. It's smoother, it's more human-like, it is just better in all regards. And Elon says that we're going to just be getting massive increases in the number of, what are those things called? I know that we get in those technical words. Anyway, it's just going to get better and better. This is going to be really, really important because, as we get all of those things taken care of, Musk has promised us by the end of the year, we're going to have unsupervised. And he's promised us that we're going to have Grok. Well, you put Grok in the vehicle and you put unsupervised in the vehicle, and you have thousands, hundreds, thousands of videos of people talking to Grok in their car, thousands of videos of people driving around, sleeping in the back seat, or having their dog or other pet driving the car. These videos will just be, you won't be able to stop people from putting out all these videos. And that's going to sell a lot of cars. Quarter four will be unreal. But wait, the rest of the videos during the 4th of July weekend will be awesome too. Oh, this is a commercial. Okay. Yeah, we've got a bunch of great videos coming up this weekend. I know it's a lot of times you're not going to be paying that much attention during the weekend because so many fun things to do with family or not. So please be sure to later tonight, Brian Wong, you want to see this video. It is about Robotaxi. Tomorrow morning, Larry Goldberg and I, we've already shot the video. We have a great show coming to you, the Cathie Wood analysis, and it's really, really good. Larry's just getting better and better at putting together the slides, and it is an outstanding video. And then my regular news show on Saturday afternoon. Then Sunday morning, we've got Phil Beisel. First thing Sunday morning, we'll have the Monday morning show, which happens on Sunday night, later on Sunday. And then on Sunday night, did I leave out Cern Basher on Saturday afternoon? I mean, holy mackerel, how much better does it get than that? And then the Sunday night show, the final Sunday night show at 7:45 on Sunday, that's going to be a big surprise. Well, it's going to be a big surprise to me too, because I haven't decided what it's going to be. Anyway, then let's go back to quarter four. Have you joined Patreon yet? Man, that would be kind. It'd be so nice. Have you hit subscribe yet? Because I didn't look it up recently. I was so close to 30,000. I don't know if I went over this morning, but I might have. In quarter four, we're going to get the new affordable cars. And this will be combined with, at some point, if it doesn't happen in quarter three, it'll happen in quarter four. We'll get unsupervised and Grok. And there'll be massive advertising advantages from that. We'll also have the Robotaxi services expanding to other cities, and that means lots and lots and lots of people in Austin, maybe San Francisco, Los Angeles, who knows where else. Lots of people riding in the Robotaxis and making decisions while they're on the road, while they're riding around in the Robotaxi. I got to buy me one of these things. It's going to happen. Believe me, they can do it right from their phone while they're riding around. Well, and then by the end of the year, I am confident that we're going to be sold out, completely sold out. We're going to be at the run rate, the maximum run rate of 3 million. We're going to find out that that isn't really the maximum run rate. We're going to be around 3 million run rate by the end of the year. Okay. The end of the year, we will be at 3 million run rate. Tesla will not need to advertise ever again to be sold out forever. Just count on that. When you've got the best car in the world, the safest car in the world, that it can be chauffeur driven, has Grok in the car. I mean, holy cow. Optimus during the fourth quarter will be shown working in the factory. Count on it. That's just going to happen. Doing very many, all kinds of useful tasks. There'll be some indication of how many are being built because, we've been promised a legion by the end of the year. That's 5,000. And we'll want to see if there's an update on that, see if there's going to be a legion and a half, or maybe it won't quite make a legion, or what, and maybe probably Elon will want to say, yeah, so basically the 50,000 in 2026 should be a thing. We'll have the quarter four earnings call. It will be epic. It'll be even better than that's the quarter three, the third quarter earnings call, which will be more epic than even the second quarter earnings call. You see, because we'll have more cities for Robotaxi announced. We'll have updates on the production of the Semi and the Cybercab. We'll also have likely new locations for more mega factories. I really believe that's got to happen. It has to happen. And if not before that third quarter earnings call, certainly at that third quarter earnings call, I think that's where we'll get the announcement of a second Gigafactory in Texas. I think it'll be in Texas. It could be somewhere else. It could be Oklahoma. I'm thinking it'll be a southern state, but it'll be a second Gigafactory. And this one will be for producing solar panels. And somehow they will be revolutionary. They will be a complete change. They've been holding on to this. It just wasn't the right time, but now will be the right time to start producing solar panels in massive quantities. Why? Because it's a little bit of a poke in the eye to the President Trump without being mean. It just says, look, if you're not going to support solar panels, we'll just sell bundles of them without your support. It's going to happen, 100%. Guarantee you. He's already announced it. Well, sort of. He says he talked about it the other day in a post, and I'm pretty sure that means we're going to be getting it. All right. And then the quarter three earnings call will also include a major update on Dojo and the giant data center down in Giga, Texas, in terms of how they're doing, how many they got in there, and how it's working. By the end of this year, probably very close to the end of this year, we will start to see semis start popping out of the factory in small numbers, and some kind of an announcements. So we'll have announcements being made that will be talking about major purchasers, people lining up to buy these trucks, and we'll also have an estimate. I'm thinking by the end of the year, maybe it'll be at the fourth quarter earnings call in January, but we'll have at some point around there, we're going to have an estimate of the timing for autonomy on the semi-trucks. Of course we are. With a little luck, we'll get to full production of 2680s sometime soon and begin the production of additional lines at Austin and then the beginnings of lines in Reno and Berlin. Hopefully that'll also happen by the end of the year. There's so many more other little small things like more insurances, maybe more cities, more states that have insurance, more places where we're doing a retail or wholesale electricity. It's just so many more. There's so many more possibilities. Opening up of charging stations for semi-trucks. I mean, the list goes on and on. Well, it's possible that in this last, whatever it's been, 20 minutes or whatever, you might not have learned anything new at all. Maybe you already knew everything that I just said, or maybe some of this was really eye-opening. But I think it should give you an idea as you contemplate all of those things happening in the next 5.5 months, wait, 6 months, almost 6 months. It should give you some idea of why I think we'll be at 1,000 by the end of the year. And maybe Brian will be right. He's given you his caveats of what we need to do to get to more than 1,000 by the end of the year. But maybe we'll be up at, the 1,500 number like he's suggesting. I'm going to be really, really happy at 1,000. I bet you are too. The car counters will be in heaven with the 3 million run rate, up from 1.8 million. And that'll be the end of that story. You'll no longer have to worry about, what are the numbers going to be? Because they won't even have to announce them anymore. Nobody will care because they'll know that it's sold out. The naysayers will be wondering what happened as we see miracle after Elon Musk miracle come true. And we see the ramps begin for two of the biggest products in human history, the Robotaxi and Optimus. I'd call that epic. What would you call it? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, this morning I did a show where I discussed Elon's plans to start a new political party, and I gave my recommendations and thoughts with regard to that. Maybe it'll get passed along to Elon, and he'll say, yeah, Randy, actually, the truth of the matter is he already has modified his plans for next year, and they were very much in line with what I said. So check it out. See if you don't agree with me. You just look at that video. I'll put that card up right here. I also did a bit of a rant on the future of our cities and the problems that we're having with some of our major cities, and also gave some additional reasons why those who aren't already heavily invested in Tesla right now are going to feel some bitter remorse in the future. All right, I think that's enough for now. I've already given you the complete lineup for the rest of the weekend with Larry and Cern and Brian, and I mean, it just goes on and on. I mean, Cathie Wood analysis. I mean, how much more could you ask for on a 4th of July weekend to give you some content to maybe inform you, maybe entertain you, maybe cause you to take that into consideration and then how you make some decision in the future. Anyway, let me know in the comments below if any of this was interesting or helpful, and then join Patreon, or maybe you could join here on YouTube. I thought lots of you said that when I did the YouTube membership thing, that was going to be easier for you and you'd join YouTube. But I think we've got 3 people that have joined so far. I think we could do better. All right. I think that's all I've got for you right now. So I'm going to say it's been great talking to you.